All my beautiful people, man. I hope you guys are having an amazing one today. Let me see if I can place y'all down right here, man. No, I don't think I can. I'll actually hold you guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing one today. We are out here at the gas station once again, man. In this video, we are going to be talking about the amazing freaking gift that you have if you are working on communication right now, and how it actually is going to help you get closer to God. How it's going to actually change your life completely, and it's literally a gem that you are using for one, to get better at your communication skills, but also for two, to get closer to God. Now you're probably thinking like, what the hell are you talking about? How is working on my communication skills gonna help me get closer to God? Here's the thing. I learned this from this dude named Owen Cook, and he is an amazing communicator, man. One of the best in the world that I've ever seen in my life. And he basically says that doing things such as being able to, work on your communication is something that is so powerful, because it is literally a mental gym that forces you to remove the ego and forces you to get into your higher self, forces you to get into the self that God has put within us, that Jesus has shown us that we have inside of us, which is ourself, that is loving, that is joyous, that is peaceful. That is our higher self. And if we want to make the best videos, if we want to talk or communicate with other people the best that we can, we have to get in touch with that, because that's where our stuff is going to be able to be more loving, more joyous, more peaceful, more amazing. We don't have to worry so much, and you can see it on the other side of the camera. I have seen it with my videos. The more that I'm getting in touch with this, I'm not saying that I'm the freaking best at this. I'm still getting a lot better, but I've seen how much it's changed from the first videos that I made, and how I wasn't as loving, as joyous, as peaceful. But now I've been working on that. I've been doing these meditations. I've been getting closer to the Lord. And it has absolutely changed the way that I show up on videos, but not only that, the way that I show up in my everyday life. But also, number two, what it's going to help us to do is force us to get face to face mano a mano with our ego, and have to see it and be like, okay, I'm gonna have to remove this ego. I'm gonna have to get out of this ego. Our ego is going to force us to focus on ourselves. Our ego is going to want us to look good. Our ego is going to want us not to focus on other people. But what we have to do is constantly destroy that ego over and over and over again. You're going to realize how much your ego is going to scream and how big you have an ego once you get into trying to improve your communication, because it's just gonna be like, things are coming up here and there that you don't even realize. For myself, I never realized I didn't want to make videos around certain people because my ego didn't want it to be seen in a certain way, but I realized that was holding me back. I had to get myself outside of that, and that actually helped me in so many different areas of my life. It helped me not be so anxious around certain people, not be so anxious around certain social situations that I was going to, all that stuff. And I never really realized that it was from that ego that was just there, and it was really harming me. But the power of this is you will see, and you will be forced to remove that ego if you want to make the best videos possible, because it's going to be a barrier between you and the audience. It's basically like putting your fist up, and you and the audience are right there, and you cannot see the audience if this big old ego is in your way. And it's just something that really forces you to get into this state, not only on video or on camera, whatever it might be, but it also forces you to get into that state on a daily basis. Because for me, when I get into that higher self state, I do these meditations in the morning. I do this loving kindness meditation with God, and reminding myself about God's love and his kindness towards us, but also the joy of the Lord, and having that as my strength, and the peace, and really being able to let go. That's the thing. Being able to let go. I'm currently reading a book called Letting Go, and it's kind of the concept here, which is basically we can be in that joyous, loving, peaceful state on basically a daily basis. On a daily basis, you can be in that state. Now, this is something that is going to take time. You might think, oh, I'm a pretty loving person, I'm a pretty joyous person, I'm a pretty peaceful person. I thought the same thing. But now I realize there is damn levels to this. There is so much more that I can do to be able to get into this, and to be able to share that love and joy with everybody in my life. And it's just something I'm realizing that it's going to be a lifelong thing that we have to get better and better at. But not even that. You can get so much leaps and bounds better than you are today within the next week if you're doing freaking these meditations and stuff. Just go look up these meditations. But also, it's just forcing us to be somebody that can get into the here and now. For one, you don't have to worry. This is something that has to be practiced. You might not even realize how it's affecting you on your day-to-day life. But there's certain things where, with your significant other, sometimes you're worrying about, oh, are they okay right now all the time? Or it's running in the back of your mind. Or, oh, I don't know, man. How are they viewing me right now? Or how is this argument? Is it going to be okay? Is everything going to be all right? Or they're kind of mad right now. And you're kind of back and forth. But this forces us to confront that, and to allow us to let go of that. But also, it allows us to let go when we're making videos and we're talking to people. You don't need to be like, oh, how did that person like me? Was it perfect, amazing, all that stuff? No, you just let it go. You allow yourself to let go and be there in the moment. This is something that we're going to get better and better at, but it is something so powerful because being able to let go is really getting into the presence of God. Think about that. Getting into the presence of God. You're getting closer and closer to God. The more that you can be at peace on a day-to-day basis, you're realizing that God is in control of everything and you don't got to worry about it. The more that you can be joyous, you're grateful, you're happy. You're like, God, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this is a day that you have made. Let me rejoice and be glad in it. All of a sudden, you're just happy. You're joyous. That shows up on camera. That shows up with the people that you talk to. But it also shows up in your daily life when you are by yourself. Because you're just happy. You're like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here for this moment. I don't need anything. I don't need to go on a freaking roller coaster. I don't need to go to the circus. I don't need to go to the zoo. I'm happy right here, right now. And the more that you're loving, the more you start loving other people so damn much, and it is overflowing. Not just the people in your life, but you love, honestly, too, the people in your life. You don't realize how much that you can grow in the unconditional love of them. You don't need anything from them. And the more that you don't need anything from them, the more that you don't need anything from people that you talk to. The people that you're making videos for, whatever it might be. The more you're just trying to give. That is so powerful. So, hope you guys are able to grow in your communication today, man. Hope you're able to do that and honestly also getting closer to God, because those go hand in hand. Love you guys very much, man. Of course, we're ending this video out. We are at this gas station and I'm having a great time out here, man. I'm really having a great time. I didn't know if I wanted to make these videos out here because it's freaking freezing cold. But yeah, love you guys very much, man. Have an amazing one. Peace.